Hey everybody, Jeff at Custom Crawlerz. Today we're going to be looking through my personal built Bruder Granite dump truck. Now this dump truck conversion is a work in progress. We've been working at it little bits here and there as time allows and adding things in. So down the road we'll keep adding more and more features to this unit. So let's go ahead on in and we'll take a peek a little closer at our model. So if we start up at the front here, we can see that we are running Integy aluminum axles. They are full steel gears. Also on our custom truck here, we do have, I'm using an original Emax transmission, so it's 2-speed. If we go zoom in, get in a little closer here, just pop open our door so we can see our transmission, our Emax transmission, nicely nestled up inside of there. We are running an Integy 55-turn lathe motor on here as well. So up under our hood, currently, we have our receiver mounted up there. Eventually the speed controller will also get mounted up into here. But for now, we've just got our 6-channel receiver. So we will, as we said, we'll have our receiver mounted up here, and we will mount our speed controller up into place up underneath the hood. So right in the rear of the cab, I had custom built a battery compartment. So that's just it's kind of crude, but it works for what we need it for. So it is bent out of 1/16 inch thick steel. And we folded it all up. It's designed to hold a 6-cell nickel metal hydride battery pack is generally what we run in here. I'm going to get a battery thrown into this unit so that we can get that box lifted up and start taking a peek at the inside of it. So we removed the battery box so you could see in and see the micro servo. So that micro servo there controls our 2-speed transmission, so for our high and our low gear. So we've got a battery pack put into our model here. First off, let's start getting the bed raised up. Now currently this is really slow. So what we designed on this truck of ours here, as it gets up a little bit further, I will zoom in and give you a better look at it. So on this build of mine, I have got an Acme threaded rod coupled to a servo mounted up in the back end of here, and that drives this brass block, which is attached to this slide here, and raises and lowers our box. That's why we're so slow. Could go with a faster servo to get a better speed, more scale speed out of my dump box here, but while it's slow, it's got an insane amount of torque. If we get in a little bit closer here, so here's a little better look at that slide assembly that I was talking about. So those are linear bearings that slide in the actual chassis frame rails. Now this cylinder up inside of here is an actual air cylinder. It is a double acting air cylinder, but it is spring return on it. So currently we've got it hooked up. It's just for looks. It doesn't function as an air cylinder, but the spring loaded portion of it, if we dump our bed back, it does provide that little bit of a spring action. Now the way our dump box or dump truck is set up, we get quite a bit of travel on our dump bed. Now, on a normal basis, you would not need anywhere near this amount of travel on your dump box, but this just happens to be, this was our personal one. Wanted to do everything custom. If we zoom in a little closer here to the side, so the dump box itself pivots on ball bearings. Now, the way that I designed this frame is I can actually take off my dump bed here and put on a semi-flat bed, so I can dual purpose this truck, go from a dump truck down to just like a larger flatbed semi. Now the way I do it is I've got a couple screws here, one here, and then these are actual set screws in and through there. But if I pull out those screws, that removes my dump portion off of my truck, and then I can install in my semi flatbed portion. Now let's take a little bit closer look from the bottom side on our custom dump truck here. Now if we take a look at our front axle, as I was saying, this is an Integy full aluminum, steel gears, ball bearings, and everything. Looks like we had some wax of some sort that when it was sitting out on the workbench that got up inside of there. So let's get a closer look. So we're running our steering on the back side of the axle. That way we're not interfering with anything up front, any dirt, anything like that. We do have, there's our steering servo mounted up inside of the frame here, and the bottom side of our Emax transmission, and then working on back. So here is our dual rear end. As you can see, we've got, the axles mounted very close together to get that scale look on this Bruder model. We did have to make a custom shaft to go between our rear two axles on our truck. Now, I did design in some suspension on this model. It's not a heck of a lot because I thought, it's a dump truck. I plan on hauling some big heavy rocks and dirt and stuff with it, so I didn't want to have a lot of suspension on here. So, but the back end does flex up and down while I'm holding it here. I can't show you. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of travel, and it's a pretty simple setup, but it works very well for what we want. Let's go up to the front here and take a peek up underneath of our unit, because I've actually got some brackets mounted up here that we can run a snow plow or something else up off of the front end here. So that's what those brackets are there for, is for running a snow plow off of the front of this unit. Peek here up inside of the front end here from the front, so you can see our Integy axle, our brackets, as I said, that are mounted up so that we can run a snowplow up onto this unit in the future. As I was saying, this model's got a 2-speed Emax transmission in it. It's pretty scale speed in low gear, what I would expect a normal dump truck, you know, while you're out in the field and hauling some product. If you have any questions on this custom brooder conversion or any of our other custom products through Custom Crawlerz, please send us an email at support@customcrawlers.com and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more through Custom Crawlerz.